Hello everybody, Orphan here. Welcome back to what should be the last part of Phoenix Wright, 8th Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Time for the last witness testimony. Maya. Let's get into it. Also, 15th cup of hot chocolate. Now then, before we proceed any further, I'm going to announce the result of the test we have performed earlier. Test? Yes, test. The bloody dagger that was found stuck in the pine tree. Oh, yeah, that. I totally forgot about it. And the weapon that Maya Fey used when she fought with the victim. So what are the results? Was it the victim's blood or... Due to time constraints, a full test wasn't possible. However, there's one thing we can say with certainty. Blood that was on the dagger was not the victim's blood. That is all. Now then, let's restart this trial. There wasn't Misty's blood on the dagger. Then whose was it? It's from both the defense and prosecution know this, but the trial is rapidly coming to a close. Both sides need to show some firm evidence for their claims. I understand, Your Honor. From what I heard, the witness is dangerously weak, physically speaking. So let's finish this quickly. Agreed. Roll up, please bring in the last witness. Witness, please tell us your name and profession. Maya Fey. My profession is, the assistant manager at Wright & Co. offices. Maya. According to the magazine I have here, you're sparing me doing the karate channeling technique. I'm frightened. The fake clan, I don't want any more to do with it. Oh, Maya. Pain the fate Bloodline causes must be unbearable. Very well. Now then, Miss Fey, when the event occurred, you were in the garden of the Inner Temple. And you witnessed the moment of Miss Elise Stone's murder. Is this correct? I didn't see
Objection!
Straighten up this instant, young lady. Pick your head up and speak clearly. There's always time for crying later. But your mother was killed right in front of your eyes. There's nothing you can do to change that fact. But there's something you can do. You can finish this. You've been watching the whole thing, right? You've seen the witnesses come out, and you've seen us squeeze the truth out of them. Now it's your turn. Let's hear your testimony. On the night of the crime, what exactly did you see happen? Witness, if you please. Yes, Your Honor. I was passing through the garden on the way to the spare prepper when it happened. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head. I stumbled and ended up against the stone lantern. I think I screamed, "Help me." And something warm splashed over me. That's when I lost consciousness. You were struck on the head. It must have been the staff. Maya, the person who hit you was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? I'm sorry, Nick. I couldn't see. I don't know who it was. Maya, think hard. Sorry, Nick, but I really couldn't. And say it was an especially good night for young ladies to be walking around alone. Seems though we'll be hard to determine the criminal through testimony alone. Very well then, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination. Maya, hang in there. He doesn't look well at all. I already know what I want to press. Hold it! You think you screamed, but you're not sure. Listen, I was a complete wreck. It was dark and I couldn't see my attacker. Was it a man, a woman, an adult, a child? I had no idea. Scared out my wits. Believe me, my dear, I'm certain I would have soiled my robes. This person might attack me, so I'm pretty sure I screamed. I thought that it was my last hope. Wow, it sounds like poor little Maya really was out of her mind. But I wonder what she meant by last hope. What do I do? Do I press her for more details? Wait a minute, Maya. What's this my last hope stuff? What? What do you mean by your last hope? No. That's what you said. You said my last hope. What? I said what? Look, you were facing an attacker that you couldn't see and you screamed, right? You screamed, "Help me." Yeah. You testified that you screamed that because you thought it was your last hope. Well, you know, that's like, what do you call it when that happens? Mine's not doing so well up there. Oh yeah, Oh, that's right. I remember now. I was facing my attacker, but that's not who I was screaming at. What did you just say? Yeah, that's right. It was the person behind my attacker that I was yelling at. That's who I was screaming to for help. Ah! What is it now? Yeah, I messed up. I didn't mean to let that slip out. Huh? Witness, are you absolutely sure what you're saying? Not the attacker, there was another person. I am, well, I meant to keep that part secret. Yeah, what have I done? There's a ton of pressure to make a diamond. That's what I always say. Ton of pressure? You're in a court of law here. You can't make things up or try to hide things in this chamber. Witness, the information you just presented is vital to the case. I want you to add to your testimony. I'm gonna check my life still in. The man? Who was this man? Well, you see, I couldn't see. You couldn't see? You've used this excuse twice now. Well, you know, lantern light isn't very bright. Lantern light, did you say? There's a great big stone lantern in the garden. I always light it when Alkali is there for training. Hey, do you know what they say? Under the lantern, darkness reigns. So I could see a person that was further away, but not my attacker who was closer. Plus, there weren't any other light sources in the garden at the time. Was not lit at the time of the crime. So there's a man standing behind your attacker. Yeah? I thought it was not. That man, he's the killer. He stabbed her from behind. He's the one who killed Elise Dunham. Otherwise, no, it was Misty Faye, your mother. The killer? Maya, you know who killed your mother, don't you? What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? To be frank, Your Honor, I think she is in shock and quite confused. That's why she has no huge problem with her testimony. What do you mean? What problem? Maya? On the night of the crime, that stone lantern was out of commission. Huh? What? It's true. There's no light anywhere in the garden that night. Go to the court. No, explain this. And the pureness of milk to the perfect, clear darkness of coffee. Stir. As a state of the witness's mind right now. A cup of cafe au lait. Cafe au lait? Is that even legal? When you track the words in are the milk and you are the spoon, Your Honor. I'm a spoon! I'm no spoony bottle, as you know. You must have noticed the tooth, right? The witness's mental state is highly unstable right now. It's hard to understand why she make a little mistake like that. Sorry, but that's not gonna cut it. What you saw? If the truth left no light in the garden, there's a fair cut. Got that one down wrong! There's a failed contradiction to witness's last bit of testimony. Well, she's not getting it! May I? Follow witness's statement about her attacker. That she didn't know if it was a man or a woman, an adult or a child. And yet, the witness could describe a person that was standing behind her attacker, and she quite clearly described him as a man. In other words, that would have to mean that Maya actually saw her mystery person, despite it being so dark that she couldn't see the face of her own attacker. Hold on. What in the world does this all mean, Mr. Wright? You're saying Miss Faye saw the real killer on the pitch black.
Objection!
Try. Do you have any idea what you're proposing? Because she has seen in the dark. And no other light source at the scene.
Objection!
There are some things you could see, only seen in the dark, Mr. Godot. Well, you did see the killer was in the dark. And now, you're trying to cover for him. Cover? For the man that killed her mother. Only one conclusion I can draw from this. You know who this man is. Please, Nick. I don't know anything. Please, I'm begging you. Thought good game, Wright. Let's see if you can walk the walk. It was pitch black, so what could the witness see? Calling your bluff. No, Nick, don't. Please, stop. Maya's dead set on protecting this guy. I remember Maya's long-lost mother. But I can't let him get away with it. I'm a lawyer, an officer of the court. I'm here to find the truth. Alright, Mr. Wright, time to show us what you got. Who was this person that you saw, that you say Miss Faye saw in the darkness?
Take that!
Because it was pitch black, Miss Faye was able to recognize the killer easily. I'm sure the court would like to see for itself how this is possible, yes? What? But how do you propose to show us something like that? It's easy. We just need to recreate the conditions of that night. Conditions? Your Honor, the defense officially requests that all lights in the courtroom be turned off. What? This is, but it can't be. Ha. A nice bit of deduction. Try it. Well, everyone, this is the man Maya saw on the night of the murder. Hold on. Prosecutor Godot, what is the meaning of this? Surely you must be shocked to hear yourself accused of such a thing. Weren't you denying it? Ha! Your Honor, you're asking the wrong person. What do you mean by that? You got a question, ask the witness. That's one of my rules. Well, Maya, how about it? What you saw that night? Was it 3 glowing red lights? Well, witness have to answer the question. You're wrong. I never saw that. Maya. But the person that stabbed my mother was a man for a totally different reason. What? Witness, Mr. Wright.
Objection!
I'm chattering, Your Honor. Chattering? Worth asking, ask the witness. That's one of my rules. Alright. Well then, let's continue with testimony. Please tell us how you knew the killer was a man. Yes, Your Honor. I didn't realize until after I woke up, but... When I came to, I was just lying there in the training hall floor. By the time I got back to the garden, things had totally changed. Torches were lit, and the body was gone. All snow around was still nice and carefully cleaned out, too. I think the person did all that work alone and assumed it was a man. So doubtful crimes have placed the witness came to think the killer was a man. Yes, that's right. I'm sorry, Your Honor. No need to apologize, that Mr. Godot said. You're utterly exhausted. Only natural that you would be a little confused. Also, if you consider the situation you described, it doesn't seem too much of a step to assume the culprit was a man. That's alright. Proceed with your cross-examination. How far?
Hold it!
The torches were lit. Yes, that's how I noticed that the whole scene had changed. I'm gonna say what the killer lit the torches. You know how it's gonna be. He would probably lit them since it would be impossible to do any cover-up work in the dark. However, if that's true, there's one thing that still bothers me. Why did the killer go to the effort of moving the body? It's true, it's hard to see how that would be of any advantage to the killer. The only one who could gain anything from that would be the only person that would have the temple Maya. Well, let me hear some more about the condition of the crime scene.
Hold it!
So you're saying the killer cleaned up the snow? It looked really odd. It was removed in an unnatural-looking rectangular shape around the lantern. There are a lot of shovels around the inner temple, but they're all really heavy, way too heavy for me to use. I don't want to follow indeed this killer. Why on earth would anyone take snow away? Well, there's one thing I can think of. Didn't you say that a lot of the victims' blood sprayed into the snow? Yeah. Mary collapsed and ended up being splattered. In other words, it was purpose to hide the bloody snow. Isn't that the most reasonable explanation? Perhaps. However, there's something that's bothering me. If the killer just wanted to hide the snow with blood on it. No need to groom it that amount. That's true. You could have scooped out just the snow that was stained with blood. Looks like there's a mystery behind this issue. But I think this will explain them. Personnel that was So you're saying that you never saw the killer, right? Yes. But earlier you very clearly stated that you saw a man behind your attacker. Nick, I'm sorry. You certainly went through a lot of trouble. Moving the body by pendulum, manipulating the crime scene. For what purpose? Why do all that? Maybe Maya knows more and she's letting on.
Hold it!
So you lost consciousness when you were in the garden, is that right? Yes, I think it happened when the victim was stabbed. The person that carried you into the inner temple, you could only have been the killer. That's what I think too. The killer carried Maya into the inner temple.
Hold it!
Naturally, the killer must have done it, right? Yes, I think so. Why would the killer tamper with the crime scene like that? Must have been something that the killer desperately wanted to hide. The truth is, when I saw the crime scene, I felt something. You did? Yes. I felt like the killer was hiding the evidence for me. For my sake. What? Hiding it for you? Everyone knew that I was the only one in the inner temple that night. Instead of Bikini had come back and looked at the garden, she may have thought that you had done it. Well, she definitely would have thought so. I'm saying that's why the killer cleaned up the crime scene to make it look like nothing had happened. Yes, I'm sure of it. Well, a certainly important piece of information. I did your testimony. Yes, Your Honor.
Objection!
The body of the least stone was carried all the way to Azakura Temple's courtyard. At the garden, the real scene of the crime, the snow that we suspect was covered in blood, was scooped up and removed. Reno believed all this was done in an attempt to hide the true crime scene. However, the one matter that seems somewhat odd. Oh, what would that be? You must have figured out by now, Mr. Godot. It's the message written in blood on the lantern. It's written very clearly on the white stone lantern. Maya. If the killer was so motivated to protect Maya from suspicion, why didn't they wipe the writing off the lantern? Oh, you're right. Hold on. But, Mr. Wright, isn't it the fact that the killer was trying to cover up the crime scene? Indeed. That doesn't make much sense to move the body and remove the bloody snow, and then not wipe out the most incriminating thing of all, the bloody writing.
Objection!
But if that's the case, you have an explanation for the killer's mysterious behavior. Why would this killer remove the body and remove all that snow, but leave the bloody writing on the lantern? I don't know what the killer's plan was, but the fact that the killer left the writing on the lantern, there must be a reason for it. Well then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your opinion. Why did the killer leave the message written in blood line? The killer didn't notice it. Prosecutor Godot, earlier in this trial, you gave me some good advice. Once you want anything possible, whatever remains must be the truth. I did not have done as I thought. Don't throw on the side the fact that the crime had occurred, though. If that's the case, I'm gonna let the body right now on the stone lantern on purpose. Therefore, it must mean that they didn't notice it. That doesn't make any sense. Torches were all lit and everything. How any normal person missed something as glaring as that? You're right. There's no way any normal person would. What are you trying to say, Mr. Wright? Only one person involved in this incident who could have missed seeing the bloody writing altogether. Who would that be? Who's the person that could have failed to notice the bloody writing?
Take that!
Mr. Godot, this is what you said yesterday. My sight's pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. You can't see everything! That's correct, Mr. Godot. The lantern was submitted as evidence today. I would like the court to think back to the moment it was first presented. This lantern. There's something written on it. What? It's written in blood. Nonsense. This lantern is clean as a whistle. Mr. Godot, just admit it. There are certain colors you can't see, correct? You can't see red on a white background, can you? That's right. We went through this once before, during the poisoning case at JSPN. And the apron the like what Mr. Bird was wearing at the time. Somehow spilled coffee on it. There's something so bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why did you not explain the bloodstain to the court? Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games, Prosecutor. Blood colored stain that spewed all over the apron. It's ridiculous. No one told me anything about bloodstain. You could see the coffee on the white apron, but you couldn't see the ketchup because it was red. Huh. It's strange. Black and white photo of those letters would have appeared black to me. I wonder, why am I the only one that can't see them? So, Mr. Godot, are you admitting it? Well, Monday, you can't see the red writing on the lantern. Hey, Gramps, don't you know the reason why I don't drink red tea? I wasn't sure about till now, but I just can't believe it. I figured I was the murderer. There's no going back now. I finally figured out the truth. Mr. Godot, the defense at this time formally accuses you. You are the murderer of Miss Listo, also known as Miss Misty Fat. It's hard to believe this may be true, however, we'll begin with your right hand brought up a disquieting fact about you. Ha! Just make sure you don't fill out the indictment in red ink, Gramps. Come on, how does a little graffiti make me into the killer? Besides, it's not like it's my name that's written there.
Objection!
I'm certain that the killer would be able to see the color red. This is Rich Dugo Arms, right? The answer is right there at the crime scene. In the snow. The snow? How so? Well, for example, why did you remove all that snow? You said it yourself. If you wanted to hide the bloody snow, why not take out just that area? Yes, why didn't you take out just that area? Oh! Could it be? Yes, the killer couldn't see the red blood that seeped into the snow. So he had to remove all the snow. Couldn't be sure where the blood had landed, so he removed the whole area. And then more likely the killer couldn't see the blood because it was dark. Not a chance. Torches were all lit. He would have been able to see just fine. It seems that once again this trial's taken an unexpected turn, to say the least. Explain this, Mr. Godot. Wait just a minute. Maya? What is it, witness? Mr. Godot isn't the killer. After all, he didn't even come in our temple until 2 days after the murder took place. He had jumped out the little bridge complex.
Objection!
Maya. You can't testify something like that. What? What do you mean? I mean, I'll look at it, but I'm... After the murder happened, you didn't even exist. She didn't. I'm afraid it don't fall. You see now, old man? We established it just a little while ago. After the murder, this witness was unconscious for a long time. Because you've been channeling Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, that's right. Please, Your Honor, let me add to my testimony. Nick, please listen to me. Maya, you played a card for Godot no matter what the cost. That's the case, and I got no choice. Your Honor, let's hear her testimony. If it means we're going to hear the whole truth, I say we should not silence her. Ha, nicely done, Troy. Well, let's hear the witness's testimony. Please tell us what happened at the Inner Temple after the murder. Yes, sir. I woke up, I began channeling and my spirit left me, as it were. The little Pearly was there at the inner temple too. Alright, I'm back, and this is my 16th cup of hot chocolate in this series. Oh boy. Let's continue. After the incident, Pearly was also stuck on the inner temple slide that night. Next morning, she looked around but couldn't find anyone. Next day, when the bridge was finally fixed, she was in the spare prep room. That's when Mr. Godot arrived in the temple for the first time. He found Pearly first and cheered her right up. Who is this Pearly? That's my little cousin, Pearl Fang. When did you hear about this? Just a while ago when I was in the medical office. I'm terribly sorry, but what you heard from someone else is simply not admissible as testimony. What? Come on. Pearly would never tell a lie. Way more honest person than I'll ever be. Real smart, Maya. You always know the best things to say when you're under oath. Ha. Let's get into no objection. We believe the witness. Mr. Godot. Let's move on to cross-examination. The defense has no objections. This is highly unusual, but, well, Mr. Wright, let's get this cross-examination started.
Hold it!
So where do you think Pearl slept that night? In a spare prep room next to the training hall, I guess. There's a rule that you can't enter a training hall during an athletic training. But even so, why'd she go to the temple in the first place? And that Pearl became very worried about Maya. She knew that the spiritual training I was about to undergo was very intense. Rose felt the channel Dahlia Hawk for, but she couldn't do it. That's why she had to be in her temple. However, Dahlia Hawthorne was already there, possessing the body of Elise Dono.
Hold it!
She searched the entire temple side, and then... well, you see, Pearly got pretty scared when she was alone. There weren't that many places to look. I said she even went back and forth several times. Her temple side has two structures, a training hall and a spare prep room. That's a storage shack, I think. That's about it. There's a storage shack, too. Pearl's not looking for other people, right? Would she really examine a storage shack all that carefully? Well, if it was me, that would be the first thing I would investigate. It's possible someone may have been hiding in the storage shack. Next day, then the bridge is fixed. Prep room. Pearl's sitting here sound and working on the bridge? What do you mean? I was just wondering why she would stay in the prep room. I mean, at least go out and wait until the bridge. Oh well, Pearly said she was sleeping at the time. And she was so scared during the night that she couldn't sleep up a bunch of times. Poor little girl. All alone like that. But we know she had at least one friend to save her cat. Dahlia Hawthorne. Who was busy battling with the trick lock. Couldn't let anyone see her. But she wouldn't have shown herself to girls. Whatever that the bridge was finally fixed.
Hold it!
So it was your first time on the inner temple side, Mr. Godot? That's funny. Am I imagining things, or did the defense ask me questions? Mr. Wright, please save the questions for the witness. What you heard from someone else is simply not admissible as testimony. Those are your words, Your Honor. Touché, Mr. Wright. Oh well. What do you have to say, Mr. Godot? Hot nights and even hotter coffee. That's what I always say. If I hadn't been for this case, I never would have visited there. A freezing cold temple in the mountains? I think I'll pass. Maybe I've never visited Halcyon Temple or the Inner Temple, huh? Ah, you want to say something? Try. In any case, I have to find a crack in Godot's armor. Well, I cross-examined Maya, that is. Well, please go on with testimony. Fixing the bridge, the policeman came over to the Inner Temple side, right? Yes, then Mr. Godot. He found Pearly first and cheered her right up. He cheered her up? That's what Pearly said. She said he was a very nice older gentleman. Thank you for looking after my cousin, Mr. Godot. I'm clear of thinking you are nothing more than a coffee addict. Ha! Cut it out. You're making me blush. I feel to get out my nerves in more ways than one. There aren't that many places to look on your temple side. Policemen are all busy going over the garden with fine-tooth combs. decided to carry out an investigation my own way, Godot style. In the same way I looked at my first my own way, Chuck style. Maybe I should ask some questions, Phoenix style. You said that you conduct an investigation of your own. Did you find anything? Looks like my investigation went about as well as yours, Trey. After all, I did miss the bloody writing on the lantern. Well, I didn't miss it, so speak for yourself, goddess. The only odd thing I saw was the beauty in the training hall. Beauty? Missy Faye, naturally. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western tastes. Western taste? Can you find a stranger way to describe gravy? There you wrote for prepper. Wait a second. What did Godot just say now? I think I just found his proving a weak spot. Only one thing of any importance here. Where was Godot when the murder took place? He must have already been near the when it happened. Alright, he couldn't kill Lee Stone. Nope. He just told us. Hey, scroll, objection. Mr. Godot, the first time you crossed Dusty Bridge and went into the inner temple was long before the murder took place. Why do you say that? Because he just made one fatal slip-up. The hand scroll in the training hall. Hang scroll? But I think I know it's right. That scroll showed the picture of my mother. Maya, I know you know who it is, but here's something you didn't know. The time the bridge had been repaired 2 days after the murder. The girl in the training hall looked like this. What a wonderfully delicious smell. It still smells like gravy. Morning after a crime, someone covered it in gravy. Gravy? But why gravy, Nick? Because gravy is much more than a condiment to the culprit. Mr. Godot, if you really hadn't seen the hanging scroll until after the murder, you wouldn't have any way of knowing that it was Misty Faye. Wait a minute, Nick. Yes? Take another look at the hanging scroll. Look at the top. There's a crest there. Ah, that. The mark of the master, correct? Exactly. So if you know the meaning of the mark, then you can guess there was a picture of Misty Faye on there. True, but Mr. Godot describes what was underneath like this. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue of aroma of Western taste. Oh! Yes, it's possible that he knew what the crest meant. However, he couldn't have known unless he was wearing Japanese clothing. Mr. Godot, on the day of the murder, you were hiding at the inner temple long before the crime took place. That's just one little thing, try. What is it? This whole theory of yours all rests on a certain assumption. That I knew beforehand that a crime was going to be committed. That's right! I had no reason for him to sneak onto the crime scene. Of course Mr. Godot knew about the plan. Huh? What did you say? It's really possible that another person knew the plan. If the Joy-Con drift would stop! Who opened once before.
Take that!
This crime was actually planned over a year ago. Or they altered the plan for her daughter's future. And these instructions were hidden somewhere in the Fey Manor for a year. However, by the time Little Pearls found these instructions, they had already been unsealed. Unsealed? Yes, the killer had read these instructions long before Pearl ever found them. That's how he knew the crime was to take place at the Inner Temple. The film says this crafty killer is me. You bet I do. But you just said the instructions were hidden. That's right! Mr. Godot couldn't have known where the instructions were hidden. If he really wanted to know, he had one great chance to find out. Yes, and what was that? During a visit. A visit? Or if they told her daughter, Pearl, about where the instructions were hidden. During one of her visits to the detention center. That'd be the only time for someone to have learned where they were hidden. Eavesdropping on a visit at the detention center. Yes, it can be arranged if you were someone with easy access in now there. Like, for example, a prosecutor such as Mr. Godot. Oh! Mr. Godot, you're under fire again! The murder could not have been carried out without prior knowledge. And you were the only one that could have acquired this information before the murder. Humans are afraid of the dark. And yet at the same time, we're fascinated and bewitched by it. And that's why humans think the darkness of his coffee. Sorry for always asking, but what does that mean? I mean, there's a reason for everything. According to your theory, the killer in this case eavesdropped. From conversation during a jail visit, we learned the hidden plan for a crime. On discovering the plan, he didn't need a temple away from the morning occur. And he ultimately took a person's life. And he did all that just to protect this witness. That's right. If you're accusing me of this crime, I have to ask you, why would I do this? The girl is nothing but a stranger to me. I had no reason to go through that kind of trouble to protect her. I am what you see it. I'm certainly not the type to rescue the damsel in distress. Her behavior is certainly extreme, for lack of a better word. You can say I want to protect this witness's life, behavior is still a little too unnatural. However, you had a good reason, didn't you, Mr. Dell? An unmistakable reason that forced you to protect this witness at all costs. I knew it. Figured it out, haven't you, Nick? Maya, I guess you were doing your best to get her figured out. For the same reason, huh? Okay, try them all in. Let's hear it. It's very simple. My Faye is a lot more than just a stranger to you. What's this? One person lies at the very center of this whole story. The one person that ties you and my Faye together inextricably.
Take that!
There's a very good reason why my Faye's life is so precious to you. After all, she is Mia Faye's only sister. Mia Faye. You once worked alongside her. That was when you were a defense attorney. Wait a second here. Mr. Godoy's a defense attorney? With your honest piercing intellect, you must have figured out by now. The real name of this man who calls himself Godot. His real name is Diego Armando. Isn't that right? Last time someone called me by that name was over 6 years ago. Diego Armando. That name rings a bell. It should, Your Honor, all of this is related to a single case. A case in which a convict named Terry Falls killed himself. Mia Faye's first time in court, the tragic outcome left a deep wound in her heart. She knew that behind it all was a heartless, scheming demoness in disguise. By the end, Mia couldn't tear off that disguise. However, there was one man who reached out to help her. Diego Armando, a senior defense attorney at the office where Mia worked. My fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself. Mia, can't cry yet. One time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. I was moved by her. Why she put all her faith in her clients. That pure sweetheart of hers. That's why I could never forget Dahlia Hawthorne. Me and I thoroughly investigated that fake kidnapping incident. One fateful day, Dahlia wanted to meet with me. Then 6 months into the trial, we met in the courthouse cafeteria. Ah, I just remembered. 6 years ago, right here in this courthouse, you were poisoned. Even I didn't see it coming. Dahlia Hawthorne slipped some poison in my coffee. Some newspaper at the time called it a murder. Very little information on the police or the press. But you weren't dead at all. None of the reports ever actually called it a murder. I'm just in a deep, deep coma. I see. My body shut down, my life became nothing but a long, deep sleep. That one poison hit a real number of my central nervous system. Lost my sight and all my hair turned white due to the damage it caused. It's terrible. Apparently it was a miracle that I ever regained consciousness. 5 years had passed and I drank that poison brew. And one morning my eyes flew open from the smell of a doctor's cup of coffee. 5 years! You were asleep for 5 years! The worst possible news was waiting for me. Mia Faye was dead. From the very moment I opened my eyes, I I'd already lost everything I thought I had. The woman I loved had been murdered. The woman I loathed had been sentenced to death. The woman you loathe? The woman that spiked my skull with hot coffee, Dahlia Hawthorne. Ha! Good old Mia, she didn't let me down. He got her revenge over checked out. In the end, not anyone waiting for me when I woke up. That's so sad. Someone like me, or someone who had slept away their best days. Only 2 reasons left to live, and it was for those 2 reasons I decided to become a prosecutor. If I may ask, what were your 2 reasons to live? First was you, Trey. Huh? Me? I didn't drink that stupid poison. If Faye never would have died, much less the way she did. You're the only one who was there to protect her. But you let her die. It was all your fault. I wasn't like that. I wanted to see for myself what kind of a man you really were. Well, that's why you became a prosecutor. Another reason for living? Because my name on my fed. You mean me? You're the only way I can make up for the sin of not saving me up. 1 year ago when the Curating Village incident was resolved, it was obvious that Morgan Faye was planning something. Whatever evil plan was, I was determined to stop it. My role as a prosecutor put me in the perfect bed to do something about her. That's how you overheard Pearl's visit with Morgan at Detention Center. I knew that the time was drawing near. If I knew the plan, I thought I could foil it. My goal was to outwit the plan. I thought if I could do that, keep that girl from being caught up in it. That makes sense. If Pearls had known that the actual purpose of him was to kill Maya, he never would have helped out. Finally, the day of the plan was drawing near. Contacted both of my accomplices. Iris Oziger Temple and Misty Fay. Especially need the help of Iris. He was to take the fall on my backup plan in case we couldn't control Pearl Fay. But how'd you contact my mother? Been missing for almost 20 years. Officially, yes. What? What do you mean, officially? You heard about it, haven't you? With a strong tie between the main family and the government? Now that you mention it, Katie did say something to that effect. I thought the Master Curating had great authority. It thought her official position, Misty Fay, was filled with great influence. Police have been keeping an eye on her movements all this time. That's how I was able to contact her. And because of my position as a prosecutor. My mother was cooperating with you. Don't ever forget, no matter how far away from you she was, she never stopped thinking about you. She was always... That's why I knew she would do anything to protect you. You want to know how strong her resolve to protect you was? Look at her staff. Her staff, the one with the sword in it. They planned to be carried out and arrive soon enough. I went for the first time at Hazakura Temple. That's when your mother showed me her special staff. I realized at that just how far she was willing to go. I'm ready to use that sword to protect you from Morgan Fay if necessary. Yes, even if it meant paying the ultimate price. Mother! That night, the night of the crime, was just one way to stop Morgan's evil plan. You mean Pearls, don't you? Why to make sure she didn't channel Dahlia Hawthorne? Oh, Pearl, what are you going to do tonight? Well, if you like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. We thought we could prevent her from playing her part in Morgan's plan, but she never showed up. She was worried and followed me to the inner temple. Yeah, the thing we were most afraid of. That's why. If Fay had to do channeling herself, she channeled Dahlia Hawthorne to her own body. What do you mean? She channeled the spirit first, and Pearls wouldn't be able to do it herself. As Master Curating, Misty Fay's power was supreme. Well, that's how it went down. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne that Pearl Fay wouldn't be able to. What? Is this true? I rolled the pen to make sure no one was going to hurt my Fay. That's why I hid myself in the inner temple. Just in case you need to be safe from Dahlia Hawthorne. I don't. Anyway, that's all I'm going to admit to. Try it. Huh? No doubt about it, you're a great defensive type. But you're gonna have to do the rest yourself. Barco and the other innocent been laid bare. Just one question remaining, Mr. Wright. Who killed the victim? Only two possible suspects right now. Maya Fey, and I'm sad to say, you, Mr. Goodell. Well, try. If you're the real deal, and finish this thing once and for all. Show us beyond shadow that you can finish this on your own. No, Nick! Please, don't! Maya, I heard the whole thing. My sister, in the medical office. That's why, to protect Mr. Godot. I can't do it, I can't testify against him. After all, he's the man who put his life on the line to protect me, and me too. Maya, I know that. Nick. But even so, doesn't solve all this crime. Please, Maya, testify. Miss Clay, testimony, please. This is the final testimony. Don't bother trying to hide anything, because I'll know. I want to hear the truth from your own lips. I understand. I'm sure you're right. I'm ready now, Nick. Alright, young lady. Tell us about the moments before you lost consciousness. What exactly happened at the time of the murder? Just before it happened, I think I saw some red lights, 3 of them. Thought I'd ask for help, but just didn't have a splatter of blood. I'm dead though, and so she struck back, the enemy was behind her. Suddenly the red lights went out and the whole area was dark. Just at that moment there was a horrible scream. Right after that, Dahlia collapsed and lost consciousness. These red lights! Oh, you said you don't remember seeing them. I'm sorry, but I saw them. But then they disappeared all of a sudden. Things break, right? Even the best of theories. Who was it that stabbed Miss Fey? Looks like you still can't prove it. Maya's telling the truth this time, I know it. The rest is up to me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Proceed with your final cross-examination of the witness. Okay.
Hold it!
They went out. Yes, suddenly I couldn't see them at all. What could it mean? The red lights were coming from Godot's pants, and they went out right in the middle of the fight. Maybe the mask was damaged. Maybe it was knocked off. Or maybe the batteries ran out, right? Maybe the little red pin-out looking lights just stopped working. What could really happen then?
Hold it!
What do you mean by just at that moment? You mean the moment when the red lights went out? Yes, that's right. The scream that you heard then, was it Dahlia Hawthorne? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was a man's voice. What? What? Well, then that scream came from the killer. That's gotta be it. I think Dahlia Hawthorne must have taken the blade and attacked the killer with it. Look who let us scream pain, huh? But that killer stole the blade back and delivered the final blow, I guess. Well, Mr. Wright, it seemed to make sense to me. Sounds like reasonable Doug, and I still kind of wonder if there's a contradiction. I'm sorry to say this, but that interpretation created an enormous contradiction. That makes sense. After all, my deductions are almost certainly never correct. Remember that testimony she just gave before the killer let out a scream? Why is that she already been splattered by the victim's blood? In other words, the blade and the staff had already been plunged to the victim. Ah! Is that right? She couldn't have struck back with a sword that was already stuck in her body. The weapon that caused the killer to let out a scream. It must have been something other than the staff. If you're so sure about that, then don't keep us waiting any longer, Trey. There's only one thing I can think of that could have been used as a weapon here. Dahlia Hawthorne had already been stabbed by a bat in the staff. What could she have used to strike back at the killer?
Take that!
Naturally, the dagger the killer brought to the scene of the crime. Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. The dagger was found at the crime scene, stuck into a pine tree. Yes, the detective found that this morning and brought. Billy Ogden struck back at the killer with this. She means a wound in his mouth. Just because he let out a scream doesn't mean that he was wounded. For all we know, blood and dagger could have been from a victim.
Objection!
Have you forgotten that the blood has already been tested? Since we learned it wasn't the victim's blood, it must be the killer's blood. The killer must have a wound somewhere on his body. You're saying the blood and the dagger belonged to the killer. Exactly. The DNA analysis of blood would prove beyond a shadow of a doubt. And yes, Mr. Godot, it would prove that's your blood. Nice theory, right? Hold up! What is the court? Is the end? Have I done it? You think he won't be able to change the result of the scientific test? Huh. Let me ask you something, Trey. Let's just say that it turned out that I was the killer. Do you really think I would be stupid enough to leave evidence like that? What? Just think for a second. This dagger was found this morning by a detective and brought to me. There's already blood on it, correct? But even so, I was the one who brought the dagger into this courtroom. Yes, what does that prove? Well, if I really were the killer, I could have walked the blade off and find another person's blood on it. It can't be. Okay, there's one thing I can guarantee, Trey. That blood, it doesn't belong to me. Not a chance. And any event seemed to be established that the killer was wounded. Alright then, witness. Continue testimony. We don't need any more testimony. Wait a minute. What's the problem? I know I probably shouldn't say this, but the big contradiction in Nick's explanation. Maya! This dagger. You said they wounded the killer. That's right. But, admitting that was probably been cut with the dagger. His clothes should be bloody ever ripping them, right? Maya, maybe just change his clothes, that's all the contradiction pretty easy. What are you talking about? It's not that simple at all. Remember back to the day of the murder? I don't know what was on the inner temple, so I got trapped there. Oh, that's right. The bridge was fixed and the police headed for the inner temple. Mr. Godot was already there waiting for them. He never had a chance to change his clothes. Ah! What a wood in the court. What the witness said is true. Well, maybe he brought change of clothes with him. But no one could have predicted the lightning strike that shut down the bridge. How did anyone brought change of clothes? Did it just take smart bills during the last recess? Well then, maybe the killer took off his clothes for you. That way you wouldn't get any blood.
Objection!
That's impossible, Trey. You know how cold it gets up there late at night. After a few minutes with no clothes on, you'd be frozen solid. Huh. Well, that's all you got? I knew you weren't tough enough to live this. Yeah. Right now, do me a favor here. Do me a favor here? I'm gonna close the book on this case already. Do me a favor here. Well, come on, Shrike, can you do it or not? How about it, Mr. Wright? You accused Mr. Godot of being the killer. But can you prove it? If you got even one piece of evidence, that saves just in case Joy-Con drift fucks me over. Question whether or not I can prove it or not. Fact is, I have to prove it. That's the only choice I have. I was taught that to one of the rules of being a lawyer. I can prove it. I'm going to bring your magnificent vengeance to first just as you want it. Huh. That's good. I'll fire till the bitter end, right? Since there's just one piece of evidence I can prove the point, why don't we go for the unlimited penalty? Are you trying to pressure me, Rizzo? Because it doesn't matter to me. I got the one piece of evidence I need. Give me a break. You got nothing, right? So what do I do at a time like this? It's simple. I gotta think outside the box and start from a different angle. Well, right then, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you got. There's one thing I demonstrated in the previous cross-examination. The killer was wounded. That was proven by the blood on dagger. But he said it was impossible for him to hit in such a wound. If he had been cut by a dagger, there should have been a bloodstain on his clothing. There's one place. One place the killer could have hidden his wound. What'd you say? Hidden. This is it. My last stand. I need to think about this from a different angle. I don't need to think about why there were no bloodstains on the clothing. I need to show how he hid the wound. At the end of the line, final stop, Wright. Let's hear what you got. Where's the location where you say the killer is?
Take that!
Huh. I don't know what you're talking about. And frankly, I don't need to know. What I do know is that you'll never be half the lawyer she was. And that right, Tripe. What was that just now? Mia? It can't be. You're living on for him. Even as we speak, you're still hiding the wound. It's hidden underneath that mask. Trying to fight the red light given off by the killer and suddenly disappeared. Seconds later, the killer let out a scream. That's right, your mask went flying off your face. Mr. Cadeau, would you mind removing your mask? If you have a dagger wound under there somewhere. Then I'd say this whole case is solved. Just now, I saw a spirit in you. I never liked you. 6 years ago, you helped a woman who put me to sleep by hiding her bottle of poison. And then, while I was just sleeping, you let Mia die. But you didn't care. You just kept living your pathetic, happy-go-lucky life. And then never to follow in her footsteps as a lawyer. I can never forgive you. That's what I thought. Mr. Goodell. But I was wrong about you. I knew it from the very beginning. The truth is, the only person I can never find in my heart to forgive was me. Yourself. You're the one that failed to protect Mia. Me and no one else. I tried to remind her the truth, to escape from the harshness of reality. I just couldn't face Mia's death head on, so I ran. Hid behind a mask, I threw away my true name. I couldn't even deal with being a defense attorney anymore, so I quit. But you saved Maya! Yeah, that was my plan. Up until just now, anyway. What do you mean? Are you listening, Maya? If I really wanted to save you, then there's one person I should have gone and talked to right away. Who would that be? You're talking about Nick? But I didn't do it. Because I got the health virus and your mother. I closed my eyes to the most important man involved. You know why? The real reason? No, why? I suppose I wasn't really interested in saving you at all. Huh? I think I was just trying to salvage and cut to my own broken soul. Trying to make up for the fact that I couldn't save me and nothing more. That's why I let you walk right into a situation that I knew was dangerous. Forgive me. You're wrong! You put your life on the line to save Maya. Was it really for Maya's sake? Even I'm not really sure. What do you mean by that? At night, in the darkness of the garden, when I saw her silhouette. One part of me must have known the truth. The truth that it wasn't really Dahlia Hawthorne standing there in front of me. It could have been Misty Faye, or even that little girl. I still picked up the blade, like I was dreaming. I'm not sure exactly what was going on in my mind at that point. Was I really going to be that pure desire to protect my Faye? Or there's something else? than my hatred for a woman who had stolen everything from me 6 years earlier, than simply desire for revenge. And now, I don't know anything anymore. I did learn something today, however. I finally realized that I was the arrogant one. Just chasing an illusion, a fantasy. Stupid fantasy of feeding you in the courtroom. The one made me realize my folly. What ran away from me is death. Instead, you picked up where she left off, and a true defender of the people. In that one moment, I understood everything. Mr. Cadeau! I think you already know this, but if you don't, my name is Diego Armando. Mr. Armando, I believe in you. I know you were trying to save me. Thanks. And your wound! It's bleeding! Ah, you forget already? In my world, the color red doesn't exist. These must be my tears. Tears. As I woke up from my coma, I think I've been waiting for this very moment. Mr. Armando! You do well to remember this, Maya. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Alright, I'm back. This time it really is all over, isn't it? Defendant. Yes, Your Honor? Though you weren't directly involved in the murder, you can't render the body of the crime scene the serious event in itself. I understand, Your Honor. Mr. Armando explained that to me very carefully. I knew the risk and I really cooperated. Very well. Before I hand down my verdict, is there anything you'd like to say? Well, there is one thing. I'd like to say something to Mr. Wright. I want to apologize to you. Apologize to me? For what? For the case 5 years ago, of course. I just remembered. Weren't you poisoned by your own lover? Not exactly, but yeah, something like that. Even now, 5 years later, I can hardly believe it. He was gonna do it. She was planning to kill me. It's not all that surprising. The two of you hardly knew each other. Huh? What do you mean? You and my sister, you only met twice. Huh? We only met twice. First time you met was on that fateful day. The day she poisoned Mr. Armando in the cafeteria of this very courthouse. Next time you met with her was 8 months later. Met her again on the day she stole your cold medicine. And Doug Shaw was killed. No way, just can't be true. I mean, during our whole relationship, we were... For those 8 months, the woman that you thought was Dahlia Honda wasn't actually my sister. It wasn't Dahlia. I hope one day you can forgive me, Feeny. You mean... That's right. I lied to you for 8 months. But why? Why would you do such a thing? Ever since she gave you the ball that day, my sister was trying to get back as soon as she possibly could. Because of the police investigation and their surveillance, couldn't move about freely. Well, that's why you, my sister, from the beginning she was prepared for the worst. Prepared for the worst? Thought you might somehow discover the truth. But she always ready to deal with you at a moment's notice. Means you're ready to kill me, don't you? He already had so much to answer for. I didn't want any more sins on her soul. I begged her not to do it, and she agreed to give me a chance. And that's why you came to me. You came to get the bottle printed back from me in her place. I couldn't get you to give it back. I feel it's something as simple as that. 8 months passed and I still couldn't get it back from you. Finally, my sister couldn't wait any longer. She did consult me about her plans for you that day. The first time that had ever happened. That was a bit strange, wasn't it? Up until that day, you were partners in crime and she would confer with you. I think she must have noticed. Noticed what? My feelings for you. I found out she was planning to kill you. I would have done whatever she necessary to stop her. Even if it meant her life. Or mine. Iris. After spending those 8 months by your side, my feelings towards you, they changed. I have something to say to you too. Yes? Well, you're the person I always thought you were. Even after Dolly Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in you. Thank you. How many cups of darkness that drank over the years, even I don't know. I'll tell you though. Right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had. Don't you think so? Phoenix Wright? This is my 17th cup. I think you're right. There's a trial to rule on the murder of the victim Elise Stone. At some point I expect you will be tried for your role as an accomplice in this case. I understand, Your Honor. Very well. On charge of murder, I hereby find the defendant not guilty. Court is now adjourned. Alright, 10. So I guess it's all over. The way everything ended, was justice really served. Amherst is like the same lives being sent to prison by my own hand. Of course justice was served. What is he doing? Phoenix! Or Mia. I misread that entirely well. I'm proud of you, Phoenix. Your defense was truly brilliant. Oh god. But I couldn't save Mr. Armando. The man who cared so deeply for you. You're wrong, Phoenix. You did save Diego. You saved him in the only way possible. You mean with that verdict? I think one day you'll understand too. Phoenix, I want you to remember one thing. You're as good out there today as any defense attorney could ever hope to be. There's nothing more you can learn from me. Mia! That was something I wasn't able to. I owe you a great deal. Thank you. Mia! I'm sure I'll meet again. Someday, Phoenix. I've had a lot of cases and seen a lot of things. On this journey, I found myself asking just one question. What does it really mean to defend someone? I suppose today's case was just one possible answer. Nick, Maya, I guess it's just like my sis said. Mia, what did she say? Then I channeled me to get her advice on what to do. Here's what she wrote back in my notebook. Don't worry, Phoenix will save everyone in the end. But, come on, cut it out with that gloomy face. And you see, me, sis, and I'm sure Iris too. We owe you for everything you've done for us, Nick. Maya, how can you be so bright and chipper after all that's happened? You're brutally attacked. You shouldn't tell your mother murdered. Ah! Francisca! Still as salty as always, Phoenix, right? Excellent work, right? Edgeworth, when did you get back? Oh, that's right. I guess no one filled her in on that. I've heard Francisca has actually been helping me. Helping you? If these two hadn't been there on the first day of the trial, the defense wouldn't have gone anywhere. Wow, but where were you, Nick? I heard you fell into a river and caught a nasty cold and forced him to sleep all day. Yes, he lay in bed shivering with fear without his hood pulled over his head. Ooh, ouch. Talk about embarrassing, Nick. You definitely need more training. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. And you too, Francisca. I don't suppose... Oh, it's Larry. There's room for me in this group, podcaster? Larry! What's with the longer than usual face? I feel like something when I was reborn. I could have Larry was never any use to anyone, not even once. But that's not true, right, Nick? What? You're asking me? Well, Nick, is it true? I got plays in this world, right? Huh? Yeah, of course. Anyway, I know how I'd be better off if I were God for good. No. Oh yeah. Those portraits you painted, they were really good. Isn't that right, Edward? What? Me? Trying to get that face, huh, Angie? Oh, well, yes, indeed. I certainly can't say they lack resemblance. I really mean it. What about you, Fancy? Did I try you well, too? My beauty can't possibly be captivated in your crowd. Nevertheless, I recognize the effort you put into it, and that's worth something. You'll do it like you promised? I'm offer my next picture book Brady's movie with her? No. Don't get carried away. How about that? I guess painting portraits is the only thing I'm good at. The painting of Pearl is pretty darn good too, if you ask me. Right? Don't even mention it. I haven't seen her around. Pearls? Where could she have gone? I wish she would have made a beeline for mine. Oh! I'll go look for her. Be right back. Hey, Pearlie! Alright. You seem to be uncharacteristically puzzled. I expect you're wondering how Maya could be so cheerful despite all that's happened. Yeah. To be honest, I can't understand it either. Francisca. That's right, she lost her father fairly recently as well. I think I understand how she feels. Maya's a much wiser person than she appears. I think she realizes something. Now's exactly the time she needs to be as strong as she can. What do you mean by now is exactly the time? Maya wasn't the only one who was badly wounded by this incident. In fact, there was someone that was hurt far more deeply than she. Maybe it's for that person that Maya's trying her best not to cry. Someone who was hurt more deeply than Maya. Edward, I think I'm starting to understand. Ow! Then tell me, Phoenix Wright. What's my fate being strong for?
Take that!
Pearl Faye. Poor kid, after all, the reason that she worked so hard to follow the instructions is because she loved and believed in her mother more than for the good of the Faye clan. I'm sure she believed in every last word. She thought she was doing it for Maya. That's why she was so happy. It shows how truly devoted she is to Maya. But as a cruel art knows her exuber until it is tragedy. Maya Faye's mother was killed and Maya herself was put into the deepest peril imaginable. That's exactly why Maya's put on brave face. She's doing it for Pearl's sake, until she can see her smile again. Alright, so this is where you all were. Wow, looks like we got quite the bunch here today. Ouch! What was that for, sir? Sorry about that, Scruffy. My whip just seemed to have a mind of its own. What's up, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, you know this and that. Anyway, congrats on your win. Don't go out tonight, pal. Dinner's on me. I'm sorry, just sort of kindly gone down by a teeny-weeny bit. I'm interested in a first-class French restaurant tonight. Ah, pretty good work, Scruffy. That whip is your reward. Detective Gumshoe, you said a first-class French restaurant. You don't mean Tribulations, or else. I knew it. We're doomed. Come on, let's go, everyone. Can't keep Maggie waiting now. Hey, you, Criver, you're invited too. Oh, forget about me. Get the loose sack eating potatoes. You know, Maya's taking an awfully long time to get back. He's still out looking for pearls. Oh, Maya, what's wrong? Nick, what do I do? Pearlie, I can't find her anywhere. Uh-huh. Oh, but she just went back home. That's all. I thought so too, so I called the village. But no one has heard from her. This never happened before. Well, I figured she has been badly hurt by this incident. She feels responsible for a tragedy that has befallen you, Maya. But none of this was her fault. What should I do? Take the gumshoe? Yeah, what is it, pal? If you guys go on ahead. But what about you? Maya and I we'll join you guys once we find pearls. Nick, don't worry about us, Detective Gumshoe. It may be a little late, but we'll definitely be there. You have a lot of celebrating to do tonight, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. Yeah, well, you're the, Very well, Phoenix, right? We'll go on ahead. Don't keep us waiting, right? Well, but where should we look? We're getting Pearly or gone. Let's go, Maya. There's only one place I can think that pearls might have gone to. Asakura Temple. And pearls, I bet this is a very important place. Well, it's where this whole incident started. What this? You're all back again so soon. Sister Bikini. I thought we'd be eating mashed potatoes alone tonight. So she's here. Pearly is here. She's in the training hall. Why don't you hurry along and go see her? Okay. Pearly's not here. Ah. Maya, the hanging's home. Ah. Someone cleaned it off. It's gotta be Pearl. Ah. Mystic Maya. Pearly. Why did you just leave like that? Mystic Maya. Mystic Maya. I swore that I would never trouble the two of you ever again. Because it's all my fault that Mystic Maya's mother. That's why you came here? The least I could do to pray for your happiness. You don't have to do that, Pearly. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm sad that my mother is gone. But how do I say this? I'm still happy. And you don't have to lie just to make me feel better. No, really. It's true. I mean, I'm still here as all thanks to everyone who was there for me. My sis, my mother, Mr. Armando, Nick, and you. If even one of you weren't there, I'm sure I wouldn't still be alive right now. That's why I have to be strong. For all the people that were there for me when I needed them. That's all I can really do. Mystic Maya! I'm impressed. You truly are the daughter of Mystic Misty. Sister Bikini! Your mother, Mystic Misty, was a strong woman indeed. I want to tell you what she said to me that night. After dishonoring the good name of Kirain, I don't have the right to face my daughter. But still, Maya's always in my thoughts. It's true. She'll always be with me till the day I die. Your spirit was with her. That's why your mother was so strong. Even at the end, I'm sure she had no regrets. You'll always be with me till the day I die, huh? There's a rule or something all masters have to follow, isn't there? And never take the charm off until the day you die. That's the master tell, then. The thing that Misty kept by her heart would never take off. It wasn't the container that was important, rather it was the contents. That's a photo! Ah! Mother. It's only natural for living creatures to fight to protect their own lives. What makes us human that we fight for others? But who do you fight for? How hard must you fight? That's a true measure of what human life is worth. We defend attorneys our words who are constantly challenged by that question. Aww. It's already been broken so much. Even the battle is over and the bonds that connect us are severed. We always return time and time again. Mia, Maya, Pearls, Mr. Armando. And Maya's mother too. I learned that from all of them. Well, shall we get going? Everyone's waiting. This is a day to remember, a day when a lot of things were finally put to rest. I think we can celebrate what we've overcome today. But I still can't. Oh, go on, sweetie. I'm coming back for training anytime. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna make a brand new start too. At the beginning, I'll be back for more training, I promise. I know, and I won't go easy on you just because you're the future master. You're prepare reservation for 3 for when you come back. Alright, we're gonna have a great feast today, girlie. You know why? We have training at the Battle of Endurance. Okay, Mystic Maya, I'll eat lots and lots of food tonight. There's one thing I don't get and probably don't want to, bud. What is it, Nick? Reservation for training is fine and all, but why for 3? Come on, what do you think? You're one of us, Nick. Next time you can train right alongside us. Huh? I'll be waiting for you. At the beginning, we'll take special care of you. Oh, it'll be great, Nick. We're gonna do a special course naturally. That's a great idea after all, Mr. Nick. You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you? Even walk up hot coals, right? Have a nice big meal before we come next time, right, Nick? You know, I was wondering if I can just say this one little thing. Sure, of course you can. Oh, I love this part. Can't wait to hear it. I'm getting goosebumps too. Well then, here goes nothing. Objection! Such a good game. Oh my god. It's interesting. When I first played this game, I'll really have to work extra hard now. Mr. Crying, the office manager, right and go off. It's have to be a good big sister to Pearlie and Nick too. Well, as long as I'm not locked up or captured or something like that. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-ba-bum. So it's true, Mr. Nick really is Mystic Maya Knight in Shining Armor. He went through with the special course all the way to the end. Actually, I heard there's a legendary extra special ultra course here too. I think I'll surprise the two of them by making them a secret reservation. Oh, Pearl, no. Pearl, no, please, Phoenix will die. Phoenix can't take more. He cannot take more, oh boy. Maggie brought me a brand new coat as a present, Val. I'll feel 10 years younger. I'll never take it off. Yes, but somehow you just don't seem the same. I guess the dirty, shabby old overcoat just more detective like, sir. Don't worry about it. In the name of love, a man will soil himself silly. I'm not going to get a chance to say what I want to say, am I? Mr. Wright, I am once again in your debt. Thanks to you, the treasures of your exhibit was a great success. I even got to see Miss Von Conroy who I haven't seen for almost a year. Taught me how to use a whip, and said that I must show you what I've learned. Oh boy. Bum 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 bum. Or Desi and I started a company called Mass to Mass Consulting. We're dedicated to stopping the evil land of all the criminals in the city. Our motto is cut it out, please! Pretty cute, huh? But we also sell plans to the criminals to kind of side business. I wonder if that's okay. Sometimes I think maybe we're the worst criminals. Oh, those two. Oh, those two. I wanted to show my appreciation to Mr. Wright for exterminating Don Tigre. So I lent him $500,000 to get a tea set. Special thanks to you when I mixed with my own 2 hands. But he's drinking it now. Win through compromise. I'm just a little in the way. A wriggly, grumpy clown of the way to flesh. At least that's what I thought. But my grandkid had a birthday party for me the other day. Oh, how embarrassing. 69 years old, I cried like a baby with a dirty diaper. usual, we have an abundance of work to do. We've hired a new programmer to replace Glenn Hill. I do hope everyone get along. His name is Adamata. As soon as I heard his name, I knew our brain circuits would align perfectly. Another forwards and backwards name. Wonderful. My. More reporters. The murder. We've made so much money, I hardly know what to do. I think the magazines like us because we have such a nice visual. Especially in spring. I can hardly wait for Iris to come back. Waiting for Larry. Because you know he's gonna show up. Bum, 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 bum. You've turned into such a respectable man, Feeny. It's so sweet of you and everyone else to come and visit me here the other day. Of course, I was happy that you constantly had your eyes on me, but I felt kind of bad when the little one slapped you so hard you got a nosebleed. Oh. Girl.
Objection!
Yeah, this game, when I first played this game, it was not one of my favorites in the series. In fact, for a while, it was kind of my least favorite in the series. But after replaying it here for this Let's Play, because it had been a long time since I played it, and didn't remember a lot of it, and was also really young when I played this first time, and it was like, okay, this is a lot better than I remember. This is so much more enjoyable than I remember. And it's like, I now truly, really like this game and see why people love it so much, because I know this is a big fan favorite. This is not my favorite. This is not my favorite Ace Attorney game, but it's still good, and I have objection. I still enjoyed it a lot. So I do like it quite a bit. Oh. What this? I'm back from a long and trying vacation. No one's here to greet me. I guess while I was gone, my little whippersnapper buddy quit, and now I've got no one. And what kind of lonely, creepy, scary room is this supposed to be anyway? But with all the flashing lights and switches, I feel like some sort of space alien. And now what am I gonna do with all these macadamia that I brought back for him? Bring them over to Educate, insane, killing something that afraid so I get painful in his fragile heart. Oh boy, that fun Jill is treating me like a fine lady. I finally found something I love to do. Randy's whippity whip trip is gonna turn the art world on its head. I should have realized it sooner. Self-centered, lazy, antisocial. I'm an artist. A really good portrait artist. I'm not a loser after all. But yeah, after replaying this, I do really enjoy this game a lot more than when I first played. And Larry is a good artist, yeah. So good. This is a good game. It was fun to revisit this after having not played it for so many years, and it was just so much more enjoyable than I remembered. And I really can see now why people love this game, because yeah, it was just real freaking good. But that was the end of the Ace Attorney Trilogy. As for the other games in the series, such as Apollo Justice and other words, those aren't exactly ported to consoles, which means recording them is not exactly an easy thing. I'd either have to wait for a console port or find a way to record 3DS footage, which is possible, but that won't be for a while. I have other Let's Plays to do. And well, it's been a while since I played a horror game on this channel, and well, my username is horror-rated. I probably should do that. But yes, next time will be a horror game. But I enjoyed this a lot, and it was so enjoyable to go through. I'll see you guys in the next series. I enjoyed this from beginning to end. I hope you enjoyed as well. See you guys then. Hope you have a good day.